Anyway, we used to go in for our meals and used to leave our nails. We stayed there a while and sleep in huts and everything. But anyway, in the summer, the whole boys would go in there and you couldn't see the dishes on the table for flies.
Yes.
You know? So there was, there was Percy Fern.
Doesn't matter how many.
I think there was 5 of us. We rebelled. And got up and we went in, they rang the gong first to go into dinner. And the flies were, terrible, them great big blue flies.
Yes.
So we got up and we walked out. And there were some of the other men that worked on the road, the laborers. They got up and they come out too. So then the super come out. And he said, "What's the matter, boys?" So we told him, "We can't eat in that anymore, unless it's cleaned up and everything." "I'll see to it by the way," he said. So anyway, in about 3/4 of an hour, it was way after 1 o'clock. We should have been back out on the road. They called us in for dinner. And everything was spick and span. I don't know what they put on to get rid of a lot of the flies, but it wasn't near so bad. So anyway, her dad was working on the road, the laborer. And of course they used to bring their lunch from home. So we were talking to them this day and they said we had heard that they had a summer place up there that they were taking in boarders, and said, "How about to come up and board with you? You got room for us?" I think it was 5 of us. He says, "I'll see when I go home tonight." So when he come back the next morning, his 2 boys, they had trucks and they were working on the road too. And he said, "Sure, you come tonight." So anyway, tonight come. Went in, we had supper and one thing and another, and went on for quite a while, and then, I don't know, we got talking.
He asked me to go to the show with him.
That was the start of
I had
it.
to borrow a car to go to Perry Sound. There was no show.
So anyway, we went to the show in the truck, and all that on, got chummy. Then we set a date. We got married. And I'm telling you, boy, she put the harness on when we got married, and she pulled even harder than I did. Yeah.
Well said.
Can we take a break for a second?
Yeah. I've really become aware of it very much.
This lady I know, she has another book called The Bernardo Children. The one we have is called The Little Immigrant.
The Little Immigrants?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
We
Did
have.
you read that?
I haven't read it, but we've ordered it for our library at school. We want it.
Yeah.
We want it for our kids, and we're going to make sure that we have it.
Mhm.
I just happened to be doing a little reading, and that's how I came across it. Otherwise, as I said, when I was in school, this topic never came up.
Yeah.
One of the reasons, I don't know if you were familiar with this, is that they were very anxious to get anybody at one time in Canada if they had British origins. Okay? They thought that there were 2 schools of thought. They thought that the orphans were, many of the children were orphans, that if they came, if they were British, that was good, that was good stock. Okay? They had that idea that British were, whether it was right or wrong, that they were somehow superior to other people.
But yet they were called the scum of the earth.
Yes,
when
and other people called them the scum of the earth and gutter snipes. And but I guess some of these people, they would have thought that it was illegitimate or whatever, which at that time would have been they would blame the children.
Sometimes I think that burst up on these Canadians from way back. Being the scum of the earth.
Yes.
That's why they didn't have much use of hers.
You think that's what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, when you're talking about your early experiences, most people would find it, I think, to be very difficult to be mean to children. That if we made any kind of progress, that like to yell or not to use people properly or to use them right, as you said. And you had a hard time to understand that when you were young. maybe we've gotten away from that a little bit, or hopefully we've gotten away from that a little bit.
We maybe have a look at the Bible?
Yes, okay, I got the girl stuff,
Too
maybe.
bad I didn't have
Yes.
too bad I didn't
You
have
want
the
to
Bible
have
here.
Mr. Gordon show us this?
Can you tell us whose was this Bible?
Mine.
Oh, that's yours?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when did you get this?
When I was in the homes, we was all rigged out with a trunk about this long,
Mm-hmm.
a handle on each side of it,
Mm-hmm.
almost about this wide. You left the lid, and there was a pair of pants in there, a shirt, a sweater, flat,
Mm-hmm.
Testament, a Bible, and a traveler's guide,
It was like a religious book.
and what else was in there?
Your papers.
Oh, there was a document in there, a printed card saying that after I was in Canada 5 years, I was a landed immigrant. I was a Canadian.
Mm-hmm. So you got this in England and you brought this over with you, and you've
Mhm.
had it this long.
Yeah.
Now-
The Bible and the Traveler's Guide there at the camp.
Oh,
Dr. Bernardo's pictures.
now who's this person inside?
Dr. No.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a wonderful man. Yeah.
Well, yours is an amazing story. And to think it happened 50,000 times is really remarkable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some people in some books they say 80,000.
As many as 80.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's when they use it, sometimes it's between 1900 and 1915, and then you'll see a figure from 1900 to 1930.
Yeah.
Apparently they came,
And
You
yet
know.
this friend of mine, her father came in 1800.
he came in the 18.
1890 something.
Beth said
Her father came out in 1890 something.
1890.
Yeah.
So it was going on even before.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the only thing we didn't ask you very much about was what did you like? How did you like that trip over on the ship?
Oh boy, I'll never forget it. I was so sick. Oh. I can just see me run for the rail yet, hanging off the rail.
And that's why he doesn't remember the food.
Yeah, I'm sure you had lots of company doing that.
Yeah,
But it
and
was
they
worth-
used to, every once in a while, they used to pilot or whoever they were, they'd see a storm coming. And we were all ordered down in the cabins down below and put on our life belt and stay in our cabins, and everything was hatched down and great big waves was coming. We'd look through the portholes,
What?
you know,
Yes.
and we see the great big waves, and they come right up over the ship. Oh boy!
And it was,
Oh,
and it was wartime too.
that was wartime. That was when the war broke out in 1914.
Ship could be sunk.
And we used to have to anchor every night because they were afraid of the German submarines. You know, all the lights out.
how many days did it take you to come over on the ship?
Oh, I don't remember.
Was it
Must have been well over a week because we had to anchor every night.
and a long train ride when you got here?
Pardon?
A long train ride when you got here to get to Gravesend?
Oh, yeah. I think we got off at Halifax, and I remember a long train ride from Halifax to Montreal.
Yes.
Oh, gee, it's a long ways. And I, the hard-boiled eggs that we got to eat. Oh,
And lots of bush.
yeah. And we stayed in Montreal, I think, I don't know, 1 or 2 days. And then we got on the train again. Headed for Toronto. Got in Toronto and we put in a home there on Jarvis Street. I don't think they got that now. on Jarvis Street.
Okay.
And, we was there quite a while. 'Cause I never come up to Gregner till in April. So I was there quite a while.
You were there a while, all right.
Before they got word that who wanted
Where were you
to,
gonna go?
you know,
Yeah.
where to go. And
Well, it's really an amazing story, and I'm pleased. I know the girls are, and I know my students will be, that you took the time to tell us of your experiences. We have a nice videotape now. We'll get it edited down, and I'll make sure that Doug gets a copy so that you can have a look at it. See yourself on television, and our students at school will look at this. Okay? And so it's really good of you to give us your time and to share that with us.
well, I got nothing else to do.
Well, you did a good job here today. But, thank you very much, Mr. Gordon.
I guess there's a lot.
Mrs. Gordon, that was really nice of you to have us in.
I guess there's a lot of pioneers have a good story to
Oh,
tell.
there's some, and you know, we've been, in the schools, we've been too remiss not to get out and to talk to
Yeah.
people and to get the, you know,
That's
it's more
right.
than what's in the books. But,
Too bad my father wasn't living. He came from Iceland.
from Iceland,
Mhm.
to Rosso, from Iceland to Rosso.
Well,